Now, we're talking tung oil, aren't we? What I want to talk about now is how you use tung oil on furniture. I told you before that tung oil is a rubbing oil. And when I used it on the decking, I put it down with our applicator, didn't I? Remember the applicator? That's the applicator there. But this time, as an applicator, because I'm going to use it on furniture, I'm going to use what the shellackers, what the French polishers used to call a rubber. It's not a rubber. It's not a rubber that you erase lead pencil with. A rubber is made of lots of pieces of cloth and balled into a hard ball. So what it is, if I was making a proper rubber, I'd probably get some fabric like that and I'd probably scissor it into strips or into small pieces. And then I would compact those small strips inside another outer wrapping, and I would make a hard ball. And that is a rubber. And that's how the old French polishers, and modern French polishers for that matter, put down shellac. But I'm going to put down tung oil using this rubber. Here's my tung oil. I'll open a fresh bottle and I'll apply. And by the way, I'm pouring it directly onto the wood because I suppose I didn't think about getting a proper receptacle. But you're much better off. I've got a receptacle here, for instance. I'll use this bit of old silver. I'll put it into that, for instance. But you might use an old ice cream container. You might use a big open neck jar. You might use a painter's tray. Whatever you like, as long as you can get your cloth into it and get it nice and thickly covered in product. And then, when I've got my rubber nice and full of orange tung, I begin to burnish it into the wood. And I really do rub it into the wood. And you'll see this is a lovely old piece of timber. This is a jarrah. Is it jarrah? What is this? I don't know what this is. Jarrah. I was absolutely correct. So here it is. I'm rubbing it into the jarrah, like so. Burnishing it in. And as you can see, the grain is coming out and it's really going into the wood. The wood is really sopping it up. And then, as I told you before, you need to get rid of the excess. Now with this, because I've burnished it in, it really hasn't got much excess left, but I will still wipe it dry. Now because I've burnished it in and because I've wiped it dry and taken the excess off, it's not going to take 24 hours to dry. It's probably going to take a couple of hours, maybe 2 to 4 hours. So when you're working with furniture, you can get the job done much more quickly than you can if you're working on a piece of decking. So let me do this again. I'll pour a bit more tung oil, orange tung, not tung oil, orange tung, and I'll dip it into my tray and get my rubber nice and full of product, and I'll rub it in. And once again, take off the excess if there is any. Even if there isn't, just wipe it dry. And let's do that a third time. Rub it in, burnish it in, and take off the excess. There you now have a really nice, it's now dry, a really lovely thing for furniture, a really lovely coating, a lovely membrane to put on furniture. Here it is on that jarrah. What do I do next? Well, this is good. I now want to make this jarrah look really special. I've done it with the orange tung. What I'm going to use